Little did we all know that 11th isn't going to be a fun year but a huge disaster. I recently had my examination and I literally mucked up each and everything in one day. I was again taking a huge risk and the question stands over here. Will I be able to pass my 11th? Now the condition may vary. Like कोई tuition जाता है तो कोई नहीं जाता है. Some might be going to coaching but others might not be going. Now, being a student who attends coaching, I would like to say that the syllabus is almost same as that of the school, but the only difference is the sequence of the chapters. We will talk about this later in the video. So being an 11th grader, I can very well make out your difficulties and also relate them to mine. So I have opted for PCB with Hindi, where the most pleasant subject is Hindi. So the first tip I want to give to you guys is to read from the provided source. For example, like this is literally the real footage of me studying for my chemistry examination and I hope that I'll be passing in that. I read each and everything from my book, from my chemistry notes and also from my coaching notes. I learned everything in one day, but it does not mean that everything will fit into my mind. So what I did is that first I made a mess in my notebook, but it doesn't matter. I paid more concentration especially on those questions which are going to come, and they did come. Like in chemistry, the MOD and also the reduction and oxidation number method plus the ion electron method, and when we sum them up, the total will be 10 marks. So if I study these two questions, I'll be getting 10 marks directly. And also out of 70, 28 I guess is the passing marks. So to be on the safer side, I studied these two questions very carefully. Because the thing or condition is not to score good in every subject or in a particular subject, but your goal is to pass. Read your school notes only, but there is a condition applied. For example, not an example but a reality. Our physics teacher tells us to read only from his notes, and if we read from his notes, he guarantees us that we'll be scoring full. So if you haven't made notes yet, then you can refer to the link in the description box where I'll be updating you with all the physics notes of every chapter, and trust me, it will be really helpful. The physics book is so thick that we cannot cover it within a period of 1 month or 2 months before examination. So what I prefer is the notes, and yeah, I am sure you'll like it. If you are an ISC student, you can very well understand our pain. The book of ISC biology is like a BSc book, like literally. And talking about NCRT, CBSE based, it's so thin. But ICSC, and it's not a matter of pride, because NCRT, every question comes from the NCRT. जहाँ हमारी बुक है उनकी ट्रिपल साइज, बट इट इज़ मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट दैन एनी अदर बुक. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आपका क्राइसोफाइट्स आपकी ISC की बुक में इतना डिटेल में दे रखा है. इट्स गुड टू रीड एवरीथिंग इन डिटेल, बट NCRT में क्राइसोफाइट्स का एक पैरा है, सो इसमें सारी चीज़ें इंपॉर्टेंट है. Yes, we can say that ISC provides a lot of detail about each and everything, but during your examination, for example, आपका ये जो पेज है इसमें आपकी सिर्फ और सिर्फ कुछ चीज़ें इंपॉर्टेंट है, सो यू हैव टू हाईलाइट दोज पॉइंट्स. एंड ऑल्सो जैसे यहाँ पर देखो, मोड ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन हेटेरोट्रॉफिक है, दिस इज़ द मेन की पॉइंट. In other words, relate important terms with respect to NCRT. Study any subject for 15 minutes but with full concentration. अब हमारे सर बोला करते थे that you have to study for 15 minutes, लेकिन ऐसे पढ़ो कि तुम्हें सब कुछ याद हो जाए. And I'm not telling you to study for half an hour or 1 hour or 2 hours, but you have to study only for 15 minutes. But the only thing is that you have to concentrate. But क्योंकि I never follow this, so I'm not liable to give this tip to you. And sorry for wearing the same shirt in every video. Now this tip is for the ones who are deciding to go to the coaching institutions but are really confused just because they don't really know the answer to this question, that the syllabus which is done in the school is same as that of the syllabus which is done in the coaching. Yes, the syllabus is completely same, but the only difference is the sequence of chapters. For example, हमारे स्कूल में first chapter units and dimensions था, but in our coaching the chapter units and dimensions हमारा बहुत देर में हुआ था start, so that is why we were not able to cover the things simultaneously. And then we came across the chapter units and dimensions, but तब तक हमारे एग्ज़ाम्स हो चुके थे, so that is why we were not able to do simultaneously both the chapters. बट फाइनल टर्म में क्या होता है, सब कुछ हमारा इक्वल बन जाता है. कोचिंग में हमने सेम पढ़ा रहता है और हमने स्कूल में भी सेम पढ़ा रहता है, सो फाइनल टर्म्स में काफ़ी हेल्पफुल रहता है. Now the question arises, should we make notes for class 11th? Well, it's totally your choice, but अगर आपका स्कूल आपको notes लिखवाता है, so it's better not to make notes separately. But in some schools, students don't even make their notebooks. The next step is to borrow the papers of every subjects of the previous year from any of your seniors. For example, मेरा bio का जब paper था, so one of my friends sent me the previous papers of biology, and to my surprise, the questions were very similar to what it came in the previous year. By having a look at the previous year, you get an idea like how the questions will come, what kind of questions will come. And here comes the last tip, and it is very similar to what I told in my 10 strategy video, the difference between smart work and hard work. Suppose two chapters are coming, out of which I have completed one chapter in a way such that if any question will be asked from that particular chapter, I'll be able to answer. Each chapter carries 10 marks, so उसमें तो मुझे 10 marks मिल गए. अब दूसरा चैप्टर जो मैं पढ़ के नहीं गई थी उसमें 0 marks मिल गए सपोज. सो आई एम स्कोरिंग 10 marks. बट दूसरा बच्चा है, उसने दोनों चैप्टर पढ़ रखे हैं, बट उसको पूरी नॉलेज नहीं है हर एक चैप्टर की. सो अगर दूसरे में उसके 4 आ गए और पहले वाले में उसके 3 या 4 आ गए, टोटल मिला के 8 बन रहे हैं. सो डिफरेंस ऑफ 2 मार्क्स भी बहुत ज़्यादा होता है. सो व्हाट आई वांट टू टेल यू इज़ दैट अगर आपको कोई भी 2 चैप्टर हैं आपके पास या 4 जितने भी चैप्टर हैं उसमें से आपको पर्टिकुलर कोई चैप्टर नहीं आ रहा है, तो कोई ना कोई ऐसे 2 या 1 चैप्टर रखो कि जो तुम्हारा बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉइंट है. That is, if any question will be asked from that particular chapter, you will be able to answer and score full in that particular chapter. So yeah, this was my strategy and tips to pass in class 11th, because passing in class 11th is really very difficult, and it's not at all necessary that what might work for me may work for you as well. So that was all for the video, guys. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and also like this video. And also thank you so much for the 20k subscribers. This could not ever be possible without your love and support. Comment down video suggestions, and also in the next video I'll be giving shout out to one of you. So yeah, bye.